Hey everybody, we'll be starting here in just a little bit, making coffee, getting ready. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. This is a big LAUGHAL this month. This might be my favorite LAUGHAL to date. I'm gonna play it on screen right now because Riddles has put together this awesome little video of what this is. So let's take a look. So for those who don't know, this is a book nook from Works of Whimsy. They make amazing products. We've had Jess on quite a few, 2 or 3 times now. It lights up from the top. It's custom painted by Riddles. You found every nook and cranny and animal that she hid in here. It was like Where's Waldo for things to paint. It's super pretty. It sits between your books. It's powered. And that is our LAUGHAL for the month. I'll play it twice because there's a lot to see in this. If this does well, we'll probably look at doing another one. I could put Riddles through hell a second time of painting something for 20 days straight. Riddles, how long did it take you to paint that? How many hours? You had to guess. Three shows. Mm-hmm. So 4 to 5 hours on the show. So 10 to 15 hours in prep, build, and paint. That's crazy. I'm excited. So we'll be live here in just a little bit. I just wanted to play this video a couple times for you so you could see it. That was an odd close-up. An odd close-up of what? What was an odd close-up? I missed it. I don't think it was odd. What was odd about it? I'll play it again. Did I miss something that was odd? No. It does contain Riddle's sanity. That is true. Though the very last glimmer of it. The book nook contains your sanity, they said. I just want to know why Mime said that was an odd close-up. I don't know what was a close-up of that was odd. Oh, and I forgot too. The base is flocked. It's painted with. Is it just monolith or is there turbo dork in here as well? Oh, and the displacer beast has got turbo dork on it. Awesome. That's awesome. So we'll be live here in just a few minutes. I'm going to put on the things that are available on the storefront right now as well from Etsy. A monument, exclamation point, Etsy will get you a hold of all that stuff and rotating sponsors for people that we have. We will have a guest on hopefully here by the end of the month for some double points, but no promises. Right now, Serving Hands is in the lead. There has not been a ton of entries, so if you are interested in getting this book nook, get your StreamLoot cards, get yourself in, and get your chance to get a hold of this lovely piece from Works of Whimsy and 88 Riddles. Yay me, he says. Allie, is that you from the land of Bear Believe? I mean, Make Believe? Are you over it? Are you over with Bear?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Trying to
I
think
even
of
jumped
that.
2 minutes
Your
early
cat's
and just to
been
get
active
you on
today.
that one. Yeah, I jumped in early. How you doing, buddy?
Early? We're not early.
There we are. We're 2 minutes early out of our 14-minute timer.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. This is not about you.
I know it's not about me. It's about you getting put on screen early. Oh, I did do something fun. So because we've been talking about mimics a metric shit ton on this show, I looked up mimics on here, and I now have tons of mimic box art for us. Just metrics amounts of them.
Okay.
Hey, he was our trivia guy, and he got filled, so we're onto the gelatinous cube now, right? Or are we still on mimic?
No, he's not full yet. He's got one more to go.
One more. Oh, I lied.
Yeah, he's got one more. It's right there at his butt. See, that's the mimic butt.
The good old mimic ass.
And I will work on him more today, probably.
Let me move this so we're in line better. There we go. So yeah, it's been a week, Riddles. We talked about this a little bit before the show. We both had very hectic weeks. But today we get to just hang out and chill and paint and talk. I officially started my droid this morning, painting my droid from when I went to Galaxy's Edge. I've been in a big Star Wars mood lately after playing Jedi Survivor. I beat Jedi Survivor. Loved it. Really enjoyed it a lot. And then a co-op game. I am getting ready to play Iron Sworn, which I see that we have. I'm pretty sure I saw her in here. Is she in here? Yeah, Jenna's in here. Jenna, I'm getting ready to play Iron Sworn Starforged. Doing a co-op game, because I know you did something with in December with them, and we're doing it as Star Wars, which I'm super pumped for, because I love me some Star Wars. And I haven't played a Star Wars TTRPG in a little while. I do like Fantasy Flight games, but this has co-op rules, it's GM-less, and I figured, well, why not? We'll give it a shot. But I am excited. Anything new for you, Riddles? Any fun, good new stuff that you're allowed to talk about?
I use the fun word in front of it. Now you're putting qualifiers and shit.
You enjoy that pressure. Under pressure.
No, we are close to having a couple of new things that I'm involved in launch. So yeah.
So you can't say there's things and stuff with some go. But I'm not allowed to talk about any of those things or stuffs or goes.
I do what I can with what I've got, and I'm gonna be more. I'll be honest. I'm more respectful to like my NDAs than I am to giving away secrets. So.
You're more respectful to your NDAs than you are your friends. Check. Got it.
What?
I think it's just hilarious.
I can see this.
That is hilarious. Oh man. So yeah, other than that,
don't be hating on me.
What's that?
Don't be hating on me.
I'm not hating. I'm just talking. So I wanted to show here really quick the Starforge character sheet. I know we talked about it before, but I didn't want to show it off to you. I want to do it when we were here. So I'm gonna go to our solo paint, and I'm gonna bring up our. Boy, I hope this works. Our art. Did that work? It did not. Ooh, you son of
You broke it.
I did break it. You know what? Breaking things happens from time to time. I refuse to be blamed.
It's all Eric's fault. No matter what he says, it's always his fault.
It is not my fault. It's not my fault. This is an old setup. This was a learner's permit setup.
I'm an enigma and full of mysteries. Scott, what are you smoking this morning?
I mean, whatever it is, you should be sharing with everybody. Everybody. You know, in those states that are legal.
It's legal here.
It's not out here, unfortunately.
Oh, you need to move, buddy.
It's going to be one of the last states, I think, that gets it, to be honest with you. There we go. All right. So now I can show it. So, pretty cool character sheet. I'm going to refresh it so you can see the intro for it. It actually, does like a system boot. Which I thought was super cool. Here, I'll go to solo paint so it's bigger. And then the character sheet, it has like your faction. It has all of the pieces in here. It has random rolling abilities if you're trying to make things up for your campaign set piece. It has, if you go into your character sheet, it has the full character sheet, everything here. I was like, this is all super cool. Then I realized that it has all of the moves built in. So like if you go into your move list, it's like, here's all your moves. I wanted to swear an iron vow. Here's what that is. Here's your bonuses. All nice little tabs, color-coded. But for space stuff, for space exploration, you can literally roll like, I'm in space. We're in the terminus area. Boom, 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 boom. And it makes the whole thing. Or if you're going to a planet, you'd be like, I want a random planet. Here's your random planet. It has all that built in. And I thought all that was cool. And then after we finished making characters, there's a sector map where you can build your sectors out and click and do all of your sectors and travel. This is a huge... Like, why is every company not making this character sheet? Like, why? It's such a amazing way to be able to play a game online with friends. Like, it has everything. So, anyway, I just want to point that out. I'm super excited for it. It looks awesome. I'm excited to play the game. We'll see if I actually like the game. Who knows? I may not like the game once we get started. It may suck, but I think it looks good. So how is your campaign going? Anything good in the campaign front for you?
I've had some practice with my mechanic for having people pop in and out whenever they're not there, or when like last week I had a new character join the group. So
nice.
It's all kind of, it was, last week was a good, or Tuesday was a good exercise in making that happen, and in bringing a new player, especially when the world is so kind of like different than what people are used to. So
yeah, it takes a while because you don't want to just info dump.
Yeah,
you want to be like, here's the world. You want to learn as you go. My strategy has been, I make a list of things I know they have to have out of the gate. I drop 2 in the very beginning, or I give them a precursor, like here's some info. And then every game I play, or episodes, I do everything by episodes now, I try to get 1 new piece of history to them somehow or some way. I've been cutting back on history checks and stuff lately, though. So like if somebody has a really good score, I just give them information. I just have things pre-written, I cut and paste and send to them so they can say it in their own words. I think that's something that is missing when I play tabletop RPGs, because nothing's worse than sending information verbally to a player and then that player just regurgitating what you said at the table. Like, that's not fun.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get better at like taking chunks of information on DCs, and that's been the real prep work I've been starting to do, is chunks and DCs, and then just cutting and pasting and let the players give that information out the way they want. It's been pretty fun, but I feel you. New worlds and trying to share information.
Well, using Discord has been a huge help in that.
Oh, okay.
I've got, a channel for the open world where whenever I have like new layers of like world building data, I put that in there for them to read, but they can't, it's a locked channel, so they can't write into it.
Sure.
And then I have the open channel where everybody's free to chat about anything and everything within the game. Mm-hmm. And then everybody has their own individual private chat with me, or private channel.
That's how we do it for my live show. Yeah.
Yep. And in those private channels, that allows me to do like either info dumps or, flashbacks, things like that, where we don't have to do it in game, but it builds their character and continues to flavor it throughout. And they decide what they want to reveal to their party and what they don't.
Right. Have you, are you guys using a VTT, or is this in person?
This is in person at the store.
Yeah. So everyone's just using their Discord on their phone. Then that's nice, man. That makes a big difference.
Oh, no. The Discord stuff is in between sessions.
Oh, they're not using it at the table? Gotcha.
Right. That it happens throughout the week.
To keep them interactive.
Right.
Yep.
It helps keep the engagement going. And they've even started their own chat that I'm excluded from.
Yeah, my Monday, Tuesday show has been doing that.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
I love it. I'm fine with it because it gives them more sense of ownership. There's nothing wrong with players doing that. DMs, GMs, gamers, like if your group has a secret chat and still shows up every week, you're doing something right. So don't worry.
So the only thing I ask my players to remember with secret chats is I am GMing, and if there's information that I'm going to need for it, please remember to fucking send it to me. I'm not in that chat.
Yeah,
because they always forget. Like Allie and Moxie, I know have like 40 chats going. I'm like, guys, you got to tell me what's going on, or I can't prepare. Like,
Yeah.
And then I know Kelly and I think Diana have one for prepping her spy stuff. So like it's always something. But yeah, it's been a busy week, man. Tales of the Valiant for Cobalt Press is going to be dropping here by the end of May for their Kickstarter. And it's been that last minute push to get like all of the graphics and everything together. I'm not even on the graphics team, but I'm helping OK for the marketing stuff and get ready. But I am doing all the overlays with the overlay person, and we have started it, but we can't do our meeting until everything else is done. So I know how this is going to go. It's going to be Eric on a weekend crushing out an overlay setup with them. Like, how long is this going to take to do? I'm like, realistically, I'd love a week. What you're going to give me, I know is not going to be a week. But, you know, fun stuff like that. So what are we painting today, Riddles? I see the book nooks on the table.
Well, first of all, we got to. Did you want to talk more about the book nook or no?
Yeah, talk about the book nook.
I mean, we can if you want, or
yeah.
This is what you guys are competing for right now. So I know most of chat is already familiar with the process and everything, but you know, so it just for those that are new, you know. So this is what you guys are competing for this month, as far as the raffle goes. And he's gone over the rules in the raffle, but yeah, just use cards and make me laugh, and you have opportunities to.
Oh, there's more to it than that, Riddles.
It's basically that.
It is more than that.
What?
First off, there's extra rules for those who don't know. Serving Hands has told me that I am to ask you. She rolled an 8 on Dragonlance, and she would like that 8 to be transferred to the show.
Nope. Different show, different times. Doesn't count.
I know. But there is more to it than that. If you are going to play cards, it's pretty simple. You can pick up StreamLoot cards, play. The goal is to get Riddles to laugh. I read them out loud if you haven't been here for the show before. If you're new or you're watching this on YouTube later, there are a few different cards in there. There are the Mad Lib ones where you fill in the blank and make us laugh, right? Super easy. There are ones that are topic ones. People think those cards don't work. Actually, that is the easiest way to make Riddles laugh. Because it's a topic and someone will say something in chat or we will say something and then boom, Riddles is laughing. Then there's the new.
I don't laugh at anything.
You're a laugh.
I'm a grump that never laughs. Yes.
Yeah. Sure. Right. And then on top of that, we have the new combat cards we've included, which you roll in chat using exclamation point 1d20. Then you have to be above that DC. So if it's a 14, you need 15 or higher, and those get you entries. The Golden Goblin ticket, I added up at the end of the month. That's a free entry. And then, of course, we also have all of our Ko-Fi stuff. So if you're looking to get a hold of a little bit of, you know, I don't want to play cards, but I still want to get in, you can pick up ones over on Ko-Fi. And those are just auto entries, and we do those at the end as well. So that's all the rules. And if you get the die to roll, and you roll an 8, you get 8 entries. That's why Serving Hands is asking that right now.
Yep.
Todd pointed it out, and he's like, man, if this is only on Watching Paint Dry. She's like, oh my God. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, I mean, if you want, I wouldn't say you can't, but
I'm saying
tickets
no.
In your other card decks. I'm just saying.
Nope. Saying no. Yeah, just one random D8 roll during the show. Like, what is this for? That's for the other show. I'll do that for the finale. That would be hilarious.
It would be funny to have a crossover on this, like something happening in this stream that impacts your other stream. That would be kind of funny.
I can't do that. I'm already running 2 shows that run parallel to each other, and it's already chaos.
I know.
They summoned a colossal, a Titan water elemental and flooded the Northern Wastelands. That is not in the book. It's been something special. So what do you got in front of you here? I see some good stuff.
So this is where this month kind of starts and kicks off, is because of this coffee. This specific coffee, which is from Smuggler's Coffee, amazing. I absolutely love this. It is my new favorite. So that's why I saved it for last out of his last batch that he sent me.
Okay.
But this is one that they did kind of collaboration with DCC, so Dungeon Crawl Classics. And that's, they have a very, I like the style to their artwork, and what Smugglers did for the lid of this was on point for like carrying that through.
Do you know who did the artwork?
Huh?
Do you know who did the artwork at all for that?
I am not sure of their name, to be honest with you. I can get that from Dave, though.
I was just curious. Ooh.
So that's where this comes in, because this is our rendition of our assimilation of that artwork onto a dice crypt.
I love these coffins so much.
And we did it once before. We did it on the big dual hex.
Yeah.
And sadly enough, it did not sell that well. And I think it was just because the price point might have been part of the issue. But these at this size and on the crypt have been doing really well so far. So comparatively speaking. So yeah, I like the way this fits and works, and it just kind of goes together. And if you are a DCC fan and you have your 14 dice set, everything will fit in here except for your D30. So your D2s and on up are all inside here except for your D30. The D30 will not fit, but the D24 does.
Huh. Okay.
So, but that is what we were working on.
I think I love the new crypts from them, and this is the 2.0 version, correct?
Yep. This is the 2.0 version.
What changed? Do you know offhand? Because I don't know what changed. I know we did the first Kickstarter and did this one.
So first of all, it's a lot lighter,
Okay.
and they use it's not quite as wasteful on the depth of the wood that they used, which I enjoy. I appreciate that. The two versions are kind of the same as far as the regular and versus the the open versus family.
Mm-hmm.
I do prefer the open format myself, but the family is really good as well too, especially if you have gemstones. The biggest thing is that originally this was all open here at the center.
Now it has a divider.
The magnets were really tiny little magnets at the corners, so they've upgraded to much stronger magnets, and there's a bevel between this magnet and that magnet. So even though there's no like beveling around the wood, the magnets themselves actually sink into each other so that they can't slide that easily.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, but it's still with only one magnet up top and one at the bottom. You can with one hand open it up.
I'd love to see a thumb indent.
So, and then the other thing is that the base is shallow. So the combination of the lid and this hold it together. Whereas the first one, the lid was just a flat piece, and the coffin was like.
That's right. It's recessed now. That's right.
Right.
So, do Dispel dice fit in there? Because they're kind of a little bit of that oversized fatties.
Dispel dice fit in here, not a problem.
Slide it down a little bit. You're a little out of frame. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I didn't know that fits in there. Those are. I want.
Yeah, I did it on screen last week.
You're right. But this is a new week.
That's it. You're fired. Go home.
I'm not fired. It's a new week. New people watch new videos on YouTube. We are preparing people who are watching right now.
I'm sorry, what? Can you say that in a higher pitch?
It's Jenna. Jenna says she loves the coffee grounds, and that I'm right. That last piece may have been added, or maybe the first piece. It was one of the two. It doesn't quite look like Kovac's piece. Scott, is Kovac the person who does DCC's artwork, I assume? I'm guessing. Is that right? But yeah, so have you picked a color to make this different than the last one we did?
Well, we've already gone into more detail than I do on a typical one.
Yeah, a little more shading.
Adding more highlights and more shading.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be one thing. This is really going to be kind of a master level on that. Or my level, my level of mastery, not necessarily a master's level. To clarify, I don't think myself as a master.
I think most people in chat do.
Yeah, it's a falsehood.
Nah.
So I've got most of that. So yeah, we need to work on. This week we're going to work on shading a bit. I still like the original, and even the artwork on here doesn't have like anything to the eyes. So I'm kind of thinking I want that fire glow in the eyes that's going to match these two torches.
Oh, okay.
So we'll add that in, and I'll do some rim lighting on that, so it kind of gives it that more realistic approach to it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I mean we can do other things to make it stand out, but I mean already at the level of detail that I'm putting into the highlights, because I haven't done the shading yet, just the highlights. Is already making a huge difference. So I'm quite happy with this.
Oh, thanks,
Can
guys.
I raffle on my own raffle?
Dude, I said that about the book nook right now. I got a new bookshelf coming in here pretty soon for like the background. It's been out of stock, and I think it's finally back. and I want to put that up, and I was like, oh, I need a book nook.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Let's do the torches and the highlights from the torches and all that stuff today.
Okay.
I think I'm okay with that. I think that's the direction we'll go with it to start off.
And you've done a few of these for Smugglers already, right?
What's that?
You've done a few of these for Smugglers Coffee already, right?
Yes, Dave has. I'm pretty sure I sent him a crypt.
I thought so.
Maybe I didn't. I have to double check. I'm not sure if I sent Dave a crypt or not. I think I did. I know he's got the red crypt that I did with the drink coffee crush skulls.
Yep.
He's got that one. He's got the big version of this one. He's got quite a few for me that he brings to shows, and people just love like the stuff. So it's a good collab. I think it's a really good like partnership, and I mean we don't sell a ton, but it's not about how much I don't know. For me,
it's just a cool premium for people.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
This isn't something that's for everybody.
So I have a topic today. I don't know how much you know about this yet. Have you seen the announcement that Dungeons and Dragons revealed a 24-hour streaming channel?
I have no idea what they would do with that kind of space. I really don't.
24-hour streaming channel is a really weird thing to me. Like this does a few things for those that are involved in streaming. One, that means they're probably not going to sponsor anyone who's doing a stream off their channel anymore. So again, they're shrinking it into even more of that Monopoly style, where it's just like, not only is it we make the toys, not only is it we make the TTRPG, not only is it we don't want to share our license, not only do we send Pinkerton to your house, we now also don't want you to stream other places. With that said, Critical Role announced...
Are they saying you can't stream your own live games
Well, no,
anymore?
It's not that. You can still stream wherever, but they're not going to support you. You're not going to get a support for somewhere else. So this takes us to the big conversation. Does that mean that Critical Role is done streaming D&D coming up? Like, think about it for a minute. Well, they used to be with Project... First they were with D&D. Then they were with Project Alpha. And then they split into their own thing to make their own kind of like IP across the board, their own brand, right?
Right.
But now they just announced at the end of May, they have their new Obscura coming out. Well, also, side note, for those who have seen that trailer, does that not remind you of Athantia? Someone's thinking in parallels here. I'm not offended by that either. I hope it is, so that more people watch my stuff when I do it, right? So, when that comes out, does Critical Role quit doing D&D?
They did start off as Pathfinder, if I remember correctly.
Well, yes, they did. Yeah, don't ever ask Eric Mona about that. He still shoots himself over that. They did not offer the position of them streaming for them. Imagine if they would have. Everything we've been watching would be Pathfinder. What a mistake.
Yep.
But anyway, hindsight, right? So now with that said, this group is on their own. They're, let's say that happens. So many times D&D has tried to have their own streaming series that and they've put, high-end actors on it, stuff like that. And usually, like all streaming shows, you get this huge audience that watches the beginning and it dwindles down. Then you get to your true core up until like the last, after like the first 6 episodes. And you really find out who's watching your stuff. And that's true of all streaming. But for Wizards of the Coast and the numbers that they want and that Hasbro wants, those numbers aren't good enough. Because the cut that Twitch takes and everything else is so high. So now they're going to produce on their own through this new venture of being a streaming, 24-hour streaming content. I have 3 questions. 1, does Critical Role leave? This is still audience. 2, I think this is the big one. The fuck are you going to play for 24 hours straight?
I don't see, there's nothing they do that is going to keep me captivated for that long.
I bet you I know what it is. And everyone's going to get really mad. And this is my prediction. My gut trend of the mistakes they make. They're going to find anyone who is streaming D&D content and restream it on theirs without asking. Because technically speaking, they're allowed to. So they're going to curate the best streams that are out there. They're going to have their own shows. But just like MTV can play music videos, right? And they do all that kind of stuff back in the day. I think that they're just going to go find anyone who's doing a fucking D&D stream and pick their favorites with the highest numbers over X amount of viewers and stream it on their platform.
Yeah, if that's what they want to do.
This is going to turn into a PR nightmare.
There's better things they could be doing with their money. This is just stupid waste of time and effort.
I agree. And then that brings me to the third question. And this is a really far-in hypothesis and question to the audience. When they blow up and Hasbro lets them go, who buys D&D now? Who purchases D&D next? Because if you remember, D&D was TSR back in the day, and Hasbro picked them up, for Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast picked them up. Hasbro picked up Wizards of the Coast. Who does D&D go to now when this all blows up in their face? And they decide it's not enough money? Who does it? Is it Amazon?
I don't want Amazon to do it. I don't want Apple to do it.
I'm just saying, though, someone's going to, and it's not going to be Paizo or Cobalt Press. That's not in their wheelhouse, right?
Is it? Are you sure?
I'm 99% sure. Paizo would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. They would just want them to sink, I personally think. And Cobalt Press wouldn't, because we're making our own system right now over there for Tales of the Valiant. Like, who does that? Like, does anyone in the audience have an opinion on this? Because I feel like this is a thing that's getting overlooked a little bit, and this is the beginning of the end for the whole D&D Wizards of the Coast Hasbro. I think this is the end of it. I don't think so, Scott, because you got to think Fantasy Flight Games, when they were doing the Genesis system stuff, they split off their TTRPG into another company because they couldn't handle it. And then that didn't do shit for over a year. And they're just now reprinting the Fantasy Flight game books. So I mean, Asmodee maybe? Mayfair? Those guys have tons of money.
What if it was somebody, I'll throw it out there because it's 100% possible, Blizzard. But it's
that would be Activision doing the purchase.
The whole 9 yards.
That'd be Activision doing the purchase. I could see, personally, what I could see happening is I could see like 2 or 3 celebrities getting together and dumping money in it to do it. Get your Joe or somebody else or some people who have some bankroll, and they know enough people with big bankroll. I could see them doing it. Modiphius, I mean, I don't think they have the money to buy it either. You know what I mean?
Free League maybe, but I don't know if Free League would even want to touch it.
That place would have to ruin the name and stain it so bad that its price evaluation would have to be like millions, not billions. Because right now it's a multi-billion-dollar group. None of these companies can afford that.
No.
But my guess is going to be it either dies for a while and Amazon picks it up.
It's possible.
Maybe.
I honestly, it's any of those propositions to me are scary. I'm not gonna sugarcoat.
No, they all are frightening. You are correct on that. I don't know, man. Anyway, I just noticed this looking through all my news stuff as I was getting things together for something I'm working on in the background, and I saw this. I was like, shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not a
fan of them, but I don't hate D&D. Like, I grew up with that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I love the IP. I just don't like the company.
And that's the problem, though.
Right. I know. Like, when we're done with Dragonlance, I told everybody, like, I'm doing Dragonlance for third-party publishers. Splinterverse, TPK Games, the people who are supporting Beetle and Grimm, those guys. I'm supporting with those guys because they're great. But after this, I won't be running a D&D game again. Probably not unless a different company does buy them.
Yeah.
What if a VTT like Roll20 bought it? Well, Roll20 doesn't have the money. Foundry is basically everything's created by community for that, for Foundry. I don't know. I know they don't have the money. Alchemy is in their own lane. They really like third-party publisher people and stuff like that. I feel like the Pinkertons will soon be entering the chat. Yeah, go ahead and show up to my door. See how that one turns out. I'd invited him in. You know when you invite vampires in your house? When your house is full of steaks. So, I don't know how it's gonna turn out. This is a big move for them, and I feel like it's a last ditch effort to monopolize. Remember what they said in the C-suite, in the corporate suite, all your big CFO, CEO, all that stuff, that they were under monetizing their product. And it's gonna be a subscription, you know it is. You know it is. I saw this and I was like, this is gonna be fire coming up. I can't wait to watch. That's what I'll say. I can't wait to watch it happen. So, fun.
Yeah, if you say so.
I mean, I like watching the moves that companies make and how they make them to learn from them. So, that's what I mean by fun. I don't like the drama and the idiots that surround it. I don't like the torchbearers and stuff like that, but I like to watch how companies don't watch trends and keep making the same mistakes and the whole history doomed to repeat itself part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But that I wanted to point out. In lighter news, Alchemy is almost at 500,000 for the Kickstarter. Super excited. I've been playing with that a lot lately. I really like this VTT. I'm excited for them to add more, and they're, really in it with Free League. And when I interviewed him, he talked about how they're adding a streaming element to it so that for example, and I may have talked about this on the show, when I stream games, and Scott, I know you've been doing that a little bit more too, you have to run 2 virtual tabletop windows. There's a lot of issues that come up with Chrome and the amount of RAM that Chrome allows you to use. I could have thousands of RAM, which isn't a thing, but I could. It'll only let you use 16. And what it does is they have a way to pull the data out, and only let you share a player's point of view. And all you gotta do is run one window, and it gives you a browser source you just drag and drop into your OBS.
That's wicked handy.
It is gonna be excellent. And they're great guys that work there. That I've met so far out of the team. This is their Kickstarter. I just put it in chat. And they're doing virtual cards. Actually, I can pull this up on screen because you're painting off screen right now.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up here. So they're doing something. They did it with their Foundry box. First off, their art direction and their graphic design is just on point. Chris, if you see this and you're watching this later, you're a god among men. Graphic design is on point. As from one graphic designer to another, I commend you. It is so good. And Jenna, if you're in here and you haven't looked at this, you should look at this site. These people are on fire. Allie, if you're here, just absolutely crushing the look of this. It's so good. They're in it with Free League. They love Free League. Almost everything Free League does is going to be on. There's some IP issues with VTTs that are hard to do, but they're getting a lot of stuff on there. But they're doing actual physical cards. And this means that, I think this is cool, brick and mortar stores are going to be able to sell VTT and pack subscriptions. So let's just say Dragonbane, when it releases, you get it in your box store, right? You get it in your brick and mortar. You can buy the box, and then you could even sell them the Dragonbane booster piece, which is the card that you scan in the back that has all the assets and stuff for it. And you scan the QR code and it loads it into there. And they're even, in the roadmap, making it so Alchemy is also good for playing table side. So when you're sitting at a table with everybody, there will be a way for you to use it really well at the table, because they want theater of the mind, and they want that kind of stuff included. So where you're playing, it's at the table and you have a way to track your notes and do everything. Super cool. Wrong, Scott. Wrong. Aliens is actually one of the premier ones. Right here. Corey Ellis is on here too. But I can tell you that, yes, Aliens is going to be something in the future. That's what I'll say. But they've shown, actually, no, they've shown it. They showed a video at PAX where there's custom UI overlay for in-game on the VTE to match aliens. It is gorgeous. And they're having these like premiere versions of them where they have like all the animated backgrounds and stuff for aliens. It is so cool. There's our modern deck, dystopian deck. I'm so pumped. Yeah, right here. I think that right. There's Coriolis, Tales of the Loop, Dragonbane. They can't put them on here because the IPs can't be used during the Kickstarter. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you that they're definitely in the storefront. If you go look in the storefront. Let me see if I have... Yeah, right here. You can see everything listed. Like, Free League... Like, look at this list. This is insane. These are all the companies they're working with. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. So then they have content bundles, and they have some really cool map stuff. I've been hella impressed. There's a free version right now that you can go on and play. I just can't believe that finally someone's doing what I wanted out of a VTE. I didn't think I'd ever see it. Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's pretty cool. It's a full animated one. Like the cover of the box set, I think, is what the animated background is. And it has like particles falling. It has like a heads-up display. The whole UI on it changes to match aliens. They're doing that for a few other ones as well. I don't remember all of them. I think Dragonbane's getting one, Pathfinder's getting one, and something else from Free League and Mork Board are all getting custom UI ones. So when you buy that pack, you get like the extreme like UI overlay as well, which I think is hella cool. You can build your own custom worlds in it. Their character sheets are basically 100% customizable and very easy to do. So, I don't know. Just doing it right, and they care. And they do weekly updates, and they have a fucking roadmap. Why is it so hard for companies to commit and put a roadmap out? Like, even if you don't hit that milestone, you can say why. At least you look like you give a shit and have a plan. Ugh. Drives me nuts. Companies that don't do it. But anyway, I wanted to definitely point that out. I thought that was pretty cool. And Kaboa, for anyone who's looking for something fun to run. Kaboa funded, and they are doing South American setting. And it's awesome. Primarily South American-based writers and designers and stuff like that. It's really cool. Great art. So if you haven't seen Kaboa, I would definitely say check that out as well.
But Kaboa is an amazing movie. Just an amazing movie.
Kaboa is a movie?
Oh, Kubo, I'm thinking.
Oh, no. Kaboa. No. It's this. This is the Kickstarter for Kaboa. I interviewed them a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that one that has the really cool animation. It's all CGI, but it looks like folded paper.
Yeah, I know what it is. Oh, no. Yeah, it's awesome. So, Scott, let me, yes, I understand what you're saying, but the reason is it's storage. It is server side on them, so they have to have room for storage. So basically, every world you do, there needs to be storage. You buying a pack, unfortunately, doesn't cover that part of it. I get what you're saying. I mean, I guess that's where you do Foundry and you house it all on your system, but then you can't get the streaming stuff and all that kind of thing. So, I don't know. You can, Scott, if you scroll down, there's a lifetime membership option if you just want to buy it once. But I don't mind the subscription for it. I really don't. It gives them ability to update it constantly, get better things. You know, if you just want to buy the pack you want, you can. You can just buy the pack, Scott. You can just only have so many tables active. But you can buy whatever booster pack you want and put that in and play it. But I like the monthly subscription for it. It's cheap. It makes sure that they update all the stuff that I want. So where are we at here on our painting?
Well, I think all the flame is done. All the highlight.
Oh, I like the fire, dude. Ooh.
One of the items that I didn't really get the chance to talk about, but we're going to use another version of it here. One thing that Monument makes that I really, really enjoy.
Is your new coffee mug?
I didn't show the coffee mug yet. It's actually their paint mug. They call it a paint mug.
Coffee mug.
But you could easily use this beauty for coffee if you wanted. But nice spring loaded. It's actually screwed in. But
oh, it's a metal cup.
Oh yeah, it's metal.
Oh, that's why I was worried. I was like, is that porcelain?
Nope, it's total metal, and it's brushed aluminum, I believe. But you can get it with. I think they have 3 different sayings, and I'm just a huge fan of the nerd shit.
Me too. I actually really like that a lot.
It's smart. It's really smart. But I think they also have Hobby Nerd, which is HBYNRD, you know, in the same kind of format.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it. I think it's just fun. But what I used on I don't know if you guys were how close you were watching or not, but the red that I did, how I was able to just do it kind of so fast without worrying about how it was going to affect the black.
Yeah.
And give myself a base. It's a transparent color.
What? Like
so
a wash almost? Is that like
more
floated
like
in a glaze medium or
more
something?
More like a stain or a glaze, yeah. So I'm going to use the brown now because it works really well for doing shadows as well as like tinting stuff. One of the tricks that a lot of their painters do with these is that they will do everything in a gray tone. So just building your black, your grays, and going up to your lighter gray and then to white.
Yeah.
And then put transparency on top of it. And it maintains that level of opacity, you know, the shine, you know, the depth you put to it.
Yeah, it's like the old glazes. That's really cool. And they actually, I'm going to put this on big screen so I can see a little bit. Does it actually dye them pretty well? Like, does it bring enough red? Because red's a hard one to do, to be honest.
Oh, red! The red in this is amazing. This is the red right there. When you do tone on tone, like what I'm doing now, I'm doing their transparent brown on top of a dark umber.
Mime said you could use that cup for some nice, refreshing paint water.
For some nice, refreshing what?
Paint water.
Not now. Shh. It's my secret weapon. It's what I drink off stream to prepare myself for this.
Paint water is your energizer? Is that your Gatorade?
It's my mojo juice. Yeah, that's it.
That is super funny.
For those half a gallon before every stream.
What? For those who have not started your cards, feel free to start playing cards. We're just chatting, filling airspace until cards are played. If anyone's got a topic one or any of those things, drop them. I have other topics as well. I just I wanted to talk about the 24-hour streaming thing because I think it's ridiculous.
All right. For anybody who's a comic book fan, and potentially just because you're a fantasy fan in general, hopefully you're familiar with an old comic book called Battle Chasers.
I fucking my original campaign setting was partially based on it.
Issue 10 comes out this year.
No, fuck him.
It is, and like a lot.
Why don't you explain why I'm saying fuck him?
A lot of big names are being attached to it, so
yeah, because he can't finish anything he starts. Pisses me off.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna buy it. I have all the other ones.
I know. I will buy it too, but seriously, Joe, Mad, get your shit together. Pissed me off so much. I can't even.
I would say that Joe is almost single-handedly responsible for making Amerimanga popular.
100%.
He took that art style and just ran away with it and said, "Yep, we're gonna do this."
Like, I guess I'm so salty because he is hands down one of my favorite comic book artists. Hands down.
He's a great artist.
But he is incapable of finishing anything he starts. But for those who don't know what Battle Chasers is, they also did a very cool video game.
Yep.
And he owns a video game company now.
Yep.
Video game. It's called Night War, if I remember correctly. Battle Chasers Night War. But Battle Chasers art, the whole idea behind the Atomus for Athontia started there. Same with the Nodarians. They were based on that crazy blue and gold monk that was in that.
Oh, yeah.
So Battle Chasers, though, some of my favorite art of all time. I feel like it's just so well done.
It's a rare book, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Scott, so for the alchemy, it's how you set up your table that I'm talking about. You specifically want to set it up one way before you do the other, because if you do it the way I did on accident, it's the wrong way, and you're literally kind of making your life harder than any easier. So when you go to do it, just ping me, and I'll send you some screenshots. Yeah, like here, let me pull up some artwork from Battle Chasers. Yeah, here, this is a great. This is the Night War one. Such a great, just Calibretto is one of my favorites of all time.
Oh, Calibretto's amazing. I based a character of mine off of him called Ship.
I also love I can't remember the wizard's name. What's his name? Gully was the girl with the power gauntlet, right?
Yeah, Gully's the girl. Garrison? No, Garrison. Garrison's the warrior.
Yep.
Red
is the name
Red
of
Monica.
the crossbow chick.
Yeah, Red Monica. She's the one that's basically tracking them for most of it.
But I can't remember the wizard's name.
I can go pull it out real quick.
No, I can just Google it. But anyway, so awesome art. One of my favorite artists, inspired a lot. Gully's cool. Her gauntlet is dope. Such a great, like, classic fantasy, make an artifact that grows with the character concept, like a legacy item.
Yep.
Love it. I can't remember this guy's name either.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now in my campaign. Is like my characters all have like this one magic item, but that one magic item is growing with them throughout the campaign.
So here's my question: is 10 going to be the finale, or are they going to
don't
start
think
it back
so.
up?
I think he's starting it back up.
No fucking way.
Yep. Totally.
I'm looking this up. I don't believe this is true.
Look it up.
I don't believe it. When's it supposed to come back?
Shit, Joe. Scotty Young just did a post this morning. I want to say
June?
June. Yeah, I think that's right.
Wow. No, I'm looking at it right now. June 23rd, 2023. Okay. It says Battle Chasers 10 will begin in a brand new story arc, bringing fans back to the steampunk infected they were first introduced to 2 decades ago. The publisher teased Battle Chasers 10 promises to be an action-packed story with art by game and comic sensation Lullaby. And this new story, it's not Joe Mad, that's why. That's why it's coming back. It's a studio doing it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Scott said issue 11 will come out in 2038. No, Scott, it would be 2048. 2 decades.
That's like waiting for the next issue of 2000 AD. So, don't think you're gonna be getting. Yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Why do I have a random Superman ad?
I don't know.
Weird. Man of Steel on Warner Brothers. Random Superman ad. Super random. I'm excited though. I mean, like I said, it's one of my favorite. It's top 5 comic for me of all time. Like, no joke.
Yeah, it's a brilliant book.
That, and I was a big fan of Crimson. Roberto Ramos is one of my other favorite, that America anime style. Even though I think he's Hispanic, I believe, right?
Humberto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his art
he's
too.
freaking
Big hands,
amazing,
big
dude.
feet. I always wondered if he did big hands, big feet because hands and feet were hard for him to draw small. And it just turned into a style. I always wondered. I ever interviewed him, I wanted to ask. Because he always did those oversized feet and hands on everyone. Really lanky arms and legs. Like, yeah, I love his art style. Hey, Amalith, how are you?
It made such an impact, especially when he was on certain books, like some of the X books when he was doing those.
His Spider-Man run.
Yeah, I agree.
So good. So good. Amalith, if you've not been here for this, you have been here. You know how the Stream Loot cards work for this. You get a chance to win yourself our Book Nook. I'm actually going to play it here really quick again over top of his stuff. Hold on a minute. I can make that happen. This is what we are currently doing for our LAUGHAL this month. This lovely Book Nook from Works of Whimsy. It lights up and everything. We don't have a ton of people in the raffle for this one, so this is one where people can actually win. And not have to fight for their lives. I'm just kidding. It's actually really fun when you all fight for your lives. So this is the Book Nook, lights up and everything. Painted by 88 Riddles. We figured it roughly is about 15 hours of paint and assembly.
Yeah.
Roughly.
It was chunky. It was chunky.
It's a chunky one. I just love that it lights up. The fact that Jess included an actual light for the top of it, I think, is absolutely genius. Because it would have been so drab to have that sitting in there, and then like you would have to light it if you bought it. It's built in and like hidden in the top. It's smart choice, very smart choice.
Yeah, right now I'm just working on getting some of this shading, and I don't want, like, I tried on a lot of my pieces to get the shading to blend a very specific, as subtly as possible.
Sure.
But I feel like I would be doing...
Thanks, Mime.
Like this style, I think I'd be doing it a disservice if I did that. I think it needs to be rough.
Like blocky?
Not necessarily blocky, but just like, not like, prefab smooth,
Not perfect paint?
Yeah.
I don't blame
you. I think there needs to be some, because I mean, if it's the style of the artwork they're going after, same thing with DCC. It just kind of fits into both. If you kind of,
it's the War Duke. You got to get yourself a 16 or higher, and see if you can do it. Exclamation point 1D20 in chat, Mime. Serving hands will be very jealous if you get to take the War Duke home. We're doing pretty good. Do it. Do it. Doing good. Show went really well on Wednesday. They actually beat the Treant. I didn't think they're going to be able to in a 2v1. A 20? Well, nice. That is a natural 20 for Mime. That means that it's a crit as well, Riddles.
I know.
You get yourself what? Is it 3 tickets? 3 tickets.
So 3 tickets for beating. And now we do
the critical hit.
Critical hit. I don't want the fail, I want the hit. Now, Mime, what were you using to fight them?
Yeah, what weapon were you using?
Were you using magic? Were you using a stabby, a slashy, a bangy?
Serving Hands finally responds. Utter silence until now. What are you using to fight it? What weapon?
Mime. Come on. Tell us, Mime.
We're using a mace, a sickle, a rubber toy that shall not be named.
That's not rubber.
We've all played Cyberpunk at some point.
A glaive. All right.
A glaive. Oh, I haven't seen people use pole arms enough. I do have to say that. I love me a good pole arm fighter.
Terrifying slash.
Ooh, what's that?
Maximum damage, and the target must make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
All right.
If they fail to save, they are frightened for 2d4 rounds.
I will roll for him. Rolling in chat. See what we get. I bet you. What do you think his bonus is? 5?
DC for the War Duke?
Yeah.
I don't think he would
Oh,
be
yeah?
fighting the shit.
I counter your natural 20 with the natural 20. War Duke fears nothing.
Wow. Yeah, War Duke is not afraid, but War Duke is defeated.
The War Duke did get critted for max damage, though.
Right? That's impressive. That's impressive.
Back-to-back 20s. I feel like my D20 might be broken all of a sudden.
Yeah, is your D20 thing broken?
I don't know. I've never seen back-to-back
I don't know.
20s
I'm just saying.
before.
I don't know.
Let's check it. I'm going to check it again. We're just going to roll another one just in case it is broken. And I have to take that victory away. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, so yeah,
15. So no, I didn't.
I think we are close to being done with this guy for the moment. We still have to consider what color we're doing the text.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to get tricky because I'm going to have to really kind of like use the magnifying glass and zoom in on that one.
Dude, you should grind coffee in a little bag, just something, right? And then put it in there when you ship it so it smells like coffee inside.
Oh, I have tons of coffee grounds. I'm not afraid of doing that.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be awesome? You open it up and be like, oh my God, it smells like coffee.
Dude.
Yeah, right?
I'm thinking I have
Epoxy coffee into the bottom of it.
I have a glaze and wash medium from Pro Acrylic or from Monument that I haven't used yet.
Uh-huh.
I could infuse this with coffee grounds.
Would it smell like it though?
I don't know, but if I painted it into the coffee ground area here.
Like actual coffee into the grinds?
Yeah.
That could be pretty cool.
Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, well, everybody, I'm going to go solo while he's going to do something fun here. How is everybody out here in TV land? What's up, Hawk? How you doing, buddy? I saw your steaks you were grilling, my friend. I got to ask you. I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. Do you put spoiler up because you don't want people to be jelly of the food you're cooking? Or do you do it in case people don't want to see red meat? I'm hoping it's the first one. Just curious. Is it to guarantee click-through? Like what? Why do you always put spoiler on your food? I've been meaning to ask you that. And I forgot to ask you when I saw you. Filter coffee through the foam insert, Scott says. That's not a bad idea either. He ran off to get something. We'll see. I don't know what we're going to get. Both? Okay. I was just curious. I was laughed. I was like, that. I grill all the time too. I sometimes I take pictures of food. I put it in my Discord a lot, but we got a buddy of ours who hates food porn, as he calls it. We go to conventions. We always go to like new places to eat and stuff like that. And we take pictures. He's like, stop sending me food porn. He's better about it now, but back in the day when we were young. Well, back in the day, way back. That was our first Nat 20 back-to-back. Your parade shoes. I'm doing good. Just polishing my parade shoes ahead of the event this weekend. What parade? Oh, what parade are you going to, Mime? I know, as I'm asking. Could be a real parade. Is it a fun parade? Is it literally called the Fun Parade? Because that would be hilarious if it was.
So we're going to make.
You're gonna do this?
I'm to make a coffee infused glaze.
Did you hear what? So did you read what Scott said? You could filter coffee through that foam insert and let it dry.
No, because I don't want it to get like firm or hard or anything like that.
Yeah. I still think like a cloth in the bottom that had coffee filtered through it and just sits in the bottom. Like a coffee smell would be awesome. Ceremonial Mayor's Parade. Gotcha. Anything is better than an unfun parade, Hamlet. Anything is. So I told myself, I vowed this year I would like to start it sometime this summer. I am going to play in someone's campaign for like, I want to play in a game for like 6 months at least. Like a once a week game, because I never get to play. I want to play in something. I've not been able to. It hasn't happened. The last time I got to play in someone's game semi-regularly was when Adam was running Diana, myself, Eric from Norse, and Drew, and that was so inconsistent. That's the last time I played in a game for like a long-term thing. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that and make time, but I want to play in something. Question is, what game?
This is kind of cool.
Is it working? Should I go to Big Can?
I just tested it. I just tested it on a one of my Goblin minis that I have kind of sitting there waiting to be done.
Does it actually look like coffee? Oh, it's pretty brown, actually.
It's got a good tone to it. And it's going to be mostly transparent because the medium I'm using is a transparent medium.
Sure.
But you can actually see like the flecks of coffee now in this portion of the where I'm putting it in the paint.
But we can't see it because it's off screen.
Shouldn't be off screen right there. Oh,
it's way off screen.
Yeah.
The camera might be at a different angle than normal. Oh my god. There is no B dice. What's up, AW? There's no B dice.
I don't want to leave too many of the big chunks on there because that's just gonna
get knocked off.
They can fall off anyway.
Yeah, you might have to rub over it once to like push it all in. Are you gonna ink it afterwards, or are you gonna leave it that brown?
Oh no, this is gonna be this brown.
For those who just joined us, he mixed coffee grounds into a medium and is painting it on the words. Amalith, what have you been working on for maps? You got anything new? Any new special stuff? I should probably just check your Twitter. Sleep time for you. No worries. Thank you for stopping by before you go to nap time.
Night.
That's what happens when you live in the time zone that is almost the direct opposite of our own. We'll have to play a game together at some point in time. A nap does sound good, though.
Don't start that shit.
Yep. I barely slept again. Aw, well, I hope you feel better. Nothing worse than being sick. What's up, Blacksmith? How are you doing? Uh-oh, card time. Card time.
Nice.
Oh, God. Touché. This is a good one. When I become famous, it'll be because Eric left the stream unlocked. I could only imagine. Now, do you mean unlocked as in like for you to use, or as in like I forgot to turn it off and all the things I do off hours is on stream? Because both of those would probably make you famous.
See, yes. And it actually has somewhat of a coffee smell to it. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to rub some of the grittiness off at some point to smooth it. But yeah, dude, this is so cool.
Well, get some beauty rest, Amalith. I hope you feel better. Are you gonna paint the whole bottom of the box now in it?
Well, I already did all the grinds.
No, I meant the inside bottom of the box.
No.
Whole thing smells like coffee.
No.
Are you gonna? Well, hold on, Scott. Is it going to be Cinematext or like an actual, an online in-person Coriolis? Because I do want to play Coriolis. I'm very interested in that game. And it also depends on what day of the week it would be. But I'm very interested in playing that. Is he running a pre-written or is he running his own thing? And who's running it? That's another better question. I would be interested to know more. I would like to know more. Can I click that Starship Troopers button? VTT, cool. Coriolis is on Alchemy.
I got to play that once. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Dot from Cobalt Press, our marketing director, she's a huge fan of that piece. She ran, excuse me, a very long version of Coriolis, and she says it's probably her favorite system. Another entry for Mime. Smart play on that one. That was very good, Mime. Very good.
What? Wait, what? What?
I was reading through the one that they posted. It makes me laugh. You'll be famous when. I was telling. What's that?
I can't believe this worked, but it makes me want to do, like there's no pigment to it.
Oh, okay.
So it's just literally a clear.
It looks like it's pigmented in there. It's brown.
No, that's just the as soon as you like
the coffee.
See?
It's still on your hand. You can see. Oh yeah, I guess a little bit.
Right. So only where the grind stays does it leave any color. Anything else just empties out.
What would be cool? Like I would leave that in there and then come back a couple days and see if it still smells like coffee. Because if you could get something to smell like coffee long term, that'd be genius. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I love me some coffee.
And I am not mad at how that's coming out right now, honestly. I'm not, it's kind of fun.
You could even add a little paint or ink to that medium if you needed a color.
No, and that's what I was just, that's what where my mind was kind of going, was like maybe trying it again on a different piece with more pigment in it. I think this might be one of my best pieces. What I'm doing right here, right now. Yeah, and this is coming out pretty freaking hot, dude.
I'm glad that worked. Sometimes those crazy ideas are what made it. You know, the first person who used like tea to dye paper and stuff was like, I'm a genius. You know what I mean? Like, coffee
that was probably
things.
a pure accident.
Coffee to stain stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't discussed the day or time frame yet, Blacksmith. Trying not to think about my economy too much. It's been still planning RPG campaign. What campaign are you planning right now, Blacksmith? What are you planning? Mercy of the Icons. I haven't played. I know nothing about it. I have all the Coriolis stuff though. All that stuff was sent to me by Free League, so I'm more than happy to talk about dates and times to see if it's something I can make happen. How often are you thinking? You thinking weekly or bi-weekly? I love me some sci-fi though. And Scott, I would say the alchemy one. Let me pull up alchemy on my thing, and I might even be able to set up the table and make him a GM on it because I have access to a lot of stuff.
What I really like, the thing I liked most about Coriolis was how different it was, because it wasn't based on the typical Anglo-Saxon colonizers going through the universe, you know?
Right.
They came from a very different direction, and I enjoyed it. I think it's one of those things where you once you play it and get a feel for it, it's kind of a little bit mind-opening, honestly. And I wonder if the designers actually wanted that. We're going for that kind of like in-game approach where like, there was some new honesty that was understood. I don't know. It's just me being hopeful and optimistic, I guess. But
so I have, yeah, I might be able to help you out with this. If he's interested in doing it on that, I can make him a GM on it. Scott, I'm going to send you a screenshot.
I haven't mentioned it, but I do have some new stuff in the blowout section on my shop.
Oh, do you? What do you got?
Well, almost. I think all of the print inkling stuff has already been snagged. But the Alien Colonial Marine stuff that I did, there's some of those in there.
Oh, I didn't know you had any of those left. I went to show somebody that I was having a meeting with a group. And I was trying to find it on your site. I was having a hell of a time finding it. But now I see it's in the blowout section. The Kilo Squad stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. This might be my... This is like top 3 box for you for me, I think.
I don't think I think I've sold one.
Really? Well, I mean, it was made for your campaign.
Yeah, during the whole time. And I think it's just because it's you know, too campaign specific, I guess. You know, Kilo Squad. Not everybody's gonna do Kilo Squad and Alien, so whatever. I don't know, but yeah.
Right. Scott, here, I'm gonna send you in Discord here really quick. Twice a week? I used to have a campaign we play twice a week. I have one now, actually. My Dragonlance we play twice a week.
Yeah, right now I can't afford 2 days a week of games.
No, but mine's for stream. It's a little different. Scott, here's the stuff I have access to just as a heads up. That's most of it, but not all of it. Quick starts in there. So people make custom pieces. There's a lot. But I think that adventure might be in there as a heads up. I'm gonna run Discord for the rest of the show and see if it handles well. If we get any problems.
You're trying that trick again?
I'm gonna try. I had it off the first half of the show. I'm turning it on for this last like 40 minutes to see what happens. I just want to see. So I need to be able to use it. Is the problem?
Yeah, especially for your other shows.
Okay, then no. Unfortunately, Scott, I'm not interested then. I'm not interested in streaming. I want just a game I can play. I'm on air too much right now, but thank you. I'm on 5 days a week right now, 4 days a week. So last thing I want to do is another streamed game.
I will say if I do this again, I'm going to do a super fine grind.
Like really blend the shit out of it?
Yep. But I am not mad at it. It's kind of fun.
Is there still an Inklings Math Rocks?
What's that?
She said that Mime said there's still an Inklings Math Rocks.
Oh. Yes. I think it's the black lid with green. I
showed Alchemy Online these because they're wanting to do boxes maybe in the future for their cards that you get, like when you order their tarot size. I'm like, I got something for you. So I showed them this stuff. They're like, that Math Rocks is clean. I was like, it is. And I told them who it is, so they're interested in some stuff. So remind me after the show to talk to you.
I reminded you last week after the show about somebody.
And we forgot. Yeah, we didn't do anything. But remind me again, because I want to put you in touch with them. Because you have the contact to Elderwood, and it's kind of a crossover between y'all. I like the Math Rocks one a lot, though. It is super clean. I feel like if I did that, I had to play like a merchant. It just feels like a merchant's box. Like an old-timey merchant's box. It does! So where... your blowout sale. Okay, that's where it's at. Oh, there's the Math Rocks one, too. Oh, that's the Math Rocks one. I'm sorry. I was looking at the Goblin one. I apologize. Math Rocks. Sci-fi, baby. 100% sci-fi for me. The black and pink one.
Yep, they're all there. Oh, those will show free. Oh, maybe that's why they're still. Hold on a second.
I mean, they're showing for me if I go to Blowout, but I couldn't find them until you had them in Blowout. You're talking about the Kilo Squads?
Well, no, because I did have them down. These are all brand new photos I took for relisting them.
We do have a merchant card. You are not wrong. We do have a merchant card for our shows. 100% do. I have played Metro 2033, so I talked to somebody else about this. I can't remember who I was talking with. I really love the Metro franchise. But like Fallout, every time I've played a Metro franchise, I get a bug or a glitch that's so bad that my game save becomes unplayable. So while I appreciate and love it, I don't play it anymore in fear of that happening, because it's happened not once, not twice, but 3 times to me in Metro. I had one where I got trapped outside and my goggles broke, but I couldn't get back into the area because the game saves and locks the door in that area and you can't get back in. And I just die. So that happened. I had another one where it glitched when I was fighting something without giving anything away. And it saved right before that, but I only have X amount of health and I die and I can't roll back to another save. So like Fallout, I had it where the big red box was on my head with an exclamation point because an asset wasn't loading. And because of that, it was a weighted object and shoved me into the ground. So I lost a 100-hour game of Fallout. So like these things with companies that have these problems that don't fix these things or don't have a rollback autosave for some of their crap pisses me off.
All right, so
no, I mean Metro 2033. There's more than one Metro. And actually, no. The first Metro I played on was on Xbox. Was the first Metro I played.
Okay, because I don't have one painted right now. We're gonna have to use a photo from my website.
Sure.
So I sent you the link in chat. The OBS chat.
In OBS? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Let me click on this.
Or Ninja, whatever you want to call it.
No. You're fine. You're fine. I know what you meant. Oh, yeah. This thing is gorgeous.
You can see a difference in like what I'm doing now versus what I sell online, and being able to like kind of illustrate that. I do have ones. I will have an actual painted version next week.
That's really pretty. Move the box to the left for me so they can see them side by side.
I have more that I'm painting. So which way do I need to go?
Left.
There.
Over more.
More.
Yep, right there. Yeah, about
Okay.
right there. And then I can blow this one up. Boop.
So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely kind of taking this one to a different level.
Oh, I can see grinder on now. Okay, I didn't realize that's the font you're talking about. That's cool. And that's the coffee grounds is the grinder part?
Yeah.
So it's like a light brown. Are you going to edge around it or anything?
What, the lettering?
Yeah, you're going to edge it?
We need to pick a color for the lettering.
Well,
what I did for the ones on my site. So like the ones on my site, the white reason I went with that gold and red is because that's what they do on their book.
Correct.
If you look at the core book for Dungeon Crawl Classics, that's their logo. So I wanted to emulate that one in this version. The first version I did, I emulated the pink.
Yes, that's the one I remember was the pink one, which is like this, like their bag.
Yep. So I did that one. Yeah, so that's we just need to like, what are we going to do with this one? Because this one is like really taking it to the next level.
I don't know, man. Do you have any ideas?
For the text, I'm totally open. I'm like very much open to whatever.
Well, it needs to stand out. We don't want to use orange and red again. Yeah, I'm not going to go back and play in black, though. There's no way. I've already have a bad taste in my mouth. I will never go back. I do like the franchise. I think it's awesome, but I'm not going back to it.
What franchise?
Metro, because of all the glitches I've had.
Oh.
I do think they're fantastic, though. It's more of a, I don't have hours to sink into the risk of it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I have more of these guys to paint.
Ooh. I don't know, Riddles. Like, we have that cool, God, what was the name of that board game that they just reprinted that with the tower with the marbles on it? Escape from something island. What the heck was that called? The board game.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Escape from Skull Island. They did a Kickstarter. I remember.
Yeah, we're gonna take care of the text on the next episode.
Yeah, I remember Jason Bowman talking about it though. Oh, Escape from something island. Help me, Scott. Skull Island? Was it Skull Island? It was a Kickstarter. They brought it back. Yeah, I know. I know. I understand, Black, that not everybody had problems, but they were there. They were, like, oh, God, I still have the save file on my Xbox.
Actually, you know what? Let's do some work on the mimic. We haven't done any mimic work recently, so.
Escape from. Ah, it's a board game.
You know what? Skip right to the yellow.
Board game Escape from something island. I think that's what it is. Escape from Forbidden Island. Nah, that's not it. God, I can't. It's not Escape from Skullcano. This is gonna frustrate me. I can't remember what it is.
Aww. Everybody feels sorry for Eric.
No, you don't feel sorry for me. I can't remember. It's like Volcano Island or something like that. I can't remember. Fireball Island. That's what it was. Fireball Island. I'm gonna pull it up on screen so you can see. Here, look at this. This is why I was like, oh yeah, it's Fireball Island. Like you're painting, it's got the orange and reds and the fires all over it. It just has a similar thing. You don't remember this game though? Fireball Island?
No.
It's one of the coolest board game like setups. Look at this. Did anybody else play this growing up? Kerplunk? I have a Kerplunk in the basement, mine. No joke.
Kerplunk was fun.
No joke, I have it. So Fireball Island was like a plastic board with like a demon head like in the beginning, and you had marbles and they like rolled down. It was a crazy game. The goal was to not get Indiana Jonesed. As the ball rolls down. As the marble rolls down, the lava balls go down past, and the goal was for your character not to get hit. Like that right here, you can see it. They're like, oh no! And like they have stopping points, and you could push the marble and try to hit players. Super awesome. I wonder if they're selling this somewhere where you can buy it. It's a big one. Like, look at this board.
Yeah, no, I see how big the board is.
And I think the way they built it, it folds up. If I remember correctly, there's an area with ships and cannons where you like shoot balls. I wonder, I hope they did. Like, if they didn't produce this enough to where people could buy it, that would be very sad. You could pre-order it. $75. It's actually not that bad.
No, that's not bad at all, actually.
It's going to be available at Target, it looks like, eventually. Anyway. Super fun. Super, super fun. I can't remember where I was at. I was at a festival. And they had a life-size Kerplunk. But it used water balloons. Think about how that's going to work with skewers and water balloons. And someone stood inside underneath it. Yeah, it says out of stock, discontinued. I know they printed it. I hope they make another one. Well, the old one is the original Fireball Island, but this is the cool Volcar edition. Yeah, here we go. If you want to buy it, it does exist. Whoop, there you go.
Where is the
That's the new one.
Wow, everybody's being shy today.
I know. Serving Hands is not feeling the best right now. I think they are sort of here and there. Oh yeah, this is not bad. You can buy it now. $69. Fireball Island expansion is $69. Oh, they have a whole bunch of expansions. Holy shit. All right, anyway, I'm way too interested in this. I'll look at this after the show. Way too interested. Super cool that they put that back out with expansions. That'd be a great drinking game. Playing Fireball Island with friends is a drinking game. Gen Con. Note to self. Note to self.
Okay.
Can't see what you're painting. We can just see a paint pot in your tips of your fingers.
Well, I mean, I gotta get close to it.
I know. Oh, you're painting the little one. Ah. I can talk forever if you want. I mean, it looks. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to play some Fireball Island. I'm gonna have to look at it. They have a maker's kit as well, by the way, where it's unpainted and you can paint your own Fireball Island riddles.
I'll paint one for you, but I have no real interest in the game, dude.
I know. It says, a kit for crafty folks who want to personalize their Fireball Island game. The kit includes a set of clear island trays and extra Volcar and blank scrims. And it features a coloring book style box, whether you want to turn the island into Mordor or just bedazzle old Volky. It's up to you. That is how I think I would do it. Paint your own? Look at this. Look at the coloring book box. Oh my God.
I'm doing my own painting right now.
I was talking to the audience. That is amazing. It's only $40 for the maker kit. Huh. Okay. I see you. This is amazing. Does it come? Fireball Island, the Curse of Volcar is required to play. Oh, never mind. You can't. It's an accessory, but still pretty cool. Pretty cool. Make it so, Scott says. Yeah. Scott says, dude, the text of the dice vault should be glow in the dark over the coffee paint. It's not a bad idea. Mr. Frodo, why is the boulder coming towards us? I mean, true. I might have to look into this. I might have to ask Jason how good the quality is on the Kickstarter one that he got. I don't know if he did an unboxing. Maybe he did an unboxing of it. It'd be pretty cool. I just don't want people at my house that often anymore for game days and game nights. Like I used to. I just don't much anymore.
There's a lot of work involved with that. I'm just saying.
So I used to have a lot of people over to play games, right? And I enjoyed it, and it was fun, and all that jazz. But what I found was I don't like cleaning up after people. I fucking hate it, as a matter of fact. I don't just dislike it, I fucking hate it.
Make a house rule, man.
Yeah, I know. Anyway. So, I'm interested in picking this up. I think I might have to pick it up. I see the expansion. I don't see Fireball Island as an actual box you can buy. I only see the expansion. So, I'm going to have to dig around a little bit. Because they have a tote bag and stuff for it, and I have an idea for it. I think it'd be fun, so. I still don't know what rule book I should choose, either D20 Modern or 2077 to make it from. Oh, dude, no. Pick up this. Don't do D20 Modern. Have you seen this? Blacksmith? The remake? Everyday Heroes? The same team that made D20 Modern updated it and did this. The Kickstarter finished. It's out now. They're even doing IPs like Pacific Rim, The Crow, Escape from New York, Kong Island, and others coming out. This is what I would use. Core rulebook. Even looks like it. I love me some D20 Modern. Good rules in here for it. The screen is really nice. It is an action-based RPG mechanic. It is made for action. That's the whole concept about it. What's up, Trickster? It's a fat book. It's got everything in it. It's all in one. Send you the link. I mean, it's just called Everyday Heroes. If you go to Drive Through RPG, you can pick it up. Great team. It's the original dudes, the original team that made the first one. I'm going to pick up the Crow this week because I really want to run the Crow as a one-shot. I think it'd be fun. Here. Pretty good, bud. How are you? Thanks, Wookie. Yeah, it's a flat book. It's thick. I'd say 2 C's of thickness. Not 3, but 2 C's. 2 C's of thickness. I really do want to run this. It's just a time thing. I'm running Dragonbane right now, but I think when we're done with Dragonbane, I'm going to switch to running this. The only thing I was really hesitant about is it's obviously based on D20 Modern. And it's 5e compatible, but it's not 5e. It's their own thing. That's the thing I was worried about. I was like, is this just another 5e game? It's not. It's very much, yes, it uses a D20, end of statement kind of feel. Super fun, though. If you're looking for modern. I'm tired of shit. I feel you, Trickster. Although I am thinking about going to see Guardians today.
Totally worth it, dude.
I know. I really want to see it. It's just a time thing, but I did a lot of work the last 2 days, so I might be able to sneak out and go see it.
It's one of those ones that it's worth making time for.
Yeah. For those who just joined, Trickster, I don't know if you saw this, but this is our LAUGHAL this month. Oops, wrong one. We have the Works of Whimsy book nook painted by Riddles. About 15 hours of assembly and work and paint. It has a light built into it, so that light you see on screen, that's actually it lighting itself up. Tons of little nooks and crannies on it. And did you count how many creatures you had to paint?
No, I did not. I did not count.
And they flocked the bottom of it as well, so super fun for your little book nook near you. I actually thought Trickster's daughter might like it. That's what I was thinking.
All right, I really like Monument's brown wash. I am not known for using washes.
Oh, I love washes.
This is nice. I am very happy with their wash.
You really want more Guardians? I enjoy them for what they are, but not a single one of them is in the top 5 for me. Now, maybe this new one will be, but out of all the Marvel movies, not a single one of them's top 5. They're a fun romp and ride, and that's kind of where it ends for me. But Riddles is saying this one's really good.
This one was, yeah, I enjoyed all the other ones, though. So, I mean...
No, I enjoyed them.
I'm that annoying fan because, like, I enjoy, like, all the Star Wars.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy all the Marvel movies. I think they've all, well, except for the latest Black Panther. I did not like that at all. I thought it was very
And I
boring.
disagree with you on that one wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I love that movie. So
Yeah, I like the first one except for the CGI fight was really bad. But this one was boring as paste. Boring. I fell asleep 3 times trying to watch it. And that's hard. I stay awake through everything.
Yeah, okay, well, that's free. That's all your issue.
Not really. I'm not the only one. Although the CG was good in that one. Could we just got a Doctor Doom, for fuck's sake? Could we just have had Doctor Doom against Wakanda? God, why not? Doom needs a good movie. Better than the last one he got. Such a disappointment. But no, I like all the Guardians movies. They're not in my like top 5 of the movies. But they're all super fun. Like I've always walked out of the theater going, that was a good time. Like every time. So I'm excited.
Like I said, when you walk out on this one, you're going to have a different reaction.
Yeah.
It's one of those. They did a lot of things right.
Yeah, that's what everybody is saying. And you said the two really good story arcs, and I love both those characters you were talking about. So
yeah, those two characters, they are solidified in a very different way now in
that's good.
The whole context.
Yeah, I think that was my problem too, Trickster. The actress that played the sister, I wasn't a big fan of. The supporting cast for Black Panther 2 is very good, though. Very good. Well, most of them were very good. But I love the tech in Black Panther 2. That's the one thing I will say I thought was really awesome. Because we haven't got the same kind of tech since we haven't had our new Iron Man. I felt that really kind of gave me the tech again, which I enjoyed.
Well, Riri is getting her own TV series.
Yeah, I have zero desire to. If she's playing the role, I just did not like her as an actress. I love the suit. I love the look. I love everything else. I love the bad guy in that. He's one of my favorite. He's really not a bad guy. Let's be real. He's an anti-hero. I thought he was done really well, though. The ice skating style of his flight was super cool.
Yeah,
that was super cool to watch. That was very satisfying. I was like, that guy is a pro hockey player. That's all I could think as he's skating, because that's what they look like to use for his animation. I want to be a pro sky hockey player too. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was just, just wasn't my favorite. I still need to see the new Ant-Man too. That's something else I was thinking about watching tonight.
Well, it's out on DVD now.
Yeah, I have it queued. I just haven't watched it. I enjoyed the other ones. Paul Rudd does no wrong. I
enjoyed this one too. I enjoyed it. I already bought the DVD.
Did it tie a lot of things together? Wasn't that kind of the purpose of it, to tie together some of the time loopholes?
Some things together, and I think this is continuing the undercurrent that we've been seeing through other movies of building towards the Young Avengers.
Gotcha. I also would love to get a new X-Men. Not the old X-Men. I'd like a new X-Men. I also think the Doctor Strange Academy one, I think that would make
that'd be brilliant. They should
killer animated series.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. Yeah, Ant-Man's in Disney Plus, yeah.
I am so happy for Scotty Young having done that and created that and just brought that to life.
Oh, it's phenomenal. For those who don't know, what was actual Strange? What's it called? Strange what?
Strange Academy.
It is Strange Academy? It's really good.
Strange Academy.
Really like
12 issues of Strange Academy, and then there was a miniseries for Finals. The final,
I didn't know that.
The break in that was the death of Doctor Strange. So at the end of the 12 issues, they're dealing with the death of Doctor Strange, and then it goes into.
Oh, that's cool. I'm happy because Magic is in that one. So.
Yep, Ilyana is in it.
She's one of my favorites.
Wanda is in it.
Not my favorite.
I think they even pull Celine in it for one issue.
Also has the Ghost Rider in it, doesn't it?
No. It has Dormammu.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Dormammu's son is in it.
Yeah. That's what it was.
And he's honestly, I think he's one of my favorite characters. The way they did him. And my big thing that I really, really, really love is that this guy right here is the head of the school. I can't see.
It's just a glare. There we go. Who is that?
Originally known as Brother Voodoo, but in this he's Dr. Voodoo because he's the Sorcerer Supreme at this point. But yeah, in the comic, it's Brother Voodoo who is leading the school, and he's one of my favorite all time kind of background or characters that should have been treated better. Yeah.
Wait, what? Trickster Magic Johnson is in Doctor Strange? Where did you get that? No one said that. What are you talking? Is Dr. Voodoo? Did he play Dr. Voodoo or something? Did I miss something?
I don't know.
Explain yourself, Trickster. Your words make no sense to us. As I honestly don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All right, let's see if I can do eyes on this thing without fucking it up.
Mime, you picked up a bunch of cards. You got any other ones to play there? It's your chance to get ahead of serving hands while they're down for the count. Get your cards in while you can. Oh my God, Trickster. Don't make me ban you. Dick. You said magic isn't Doctor Strange. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. See me? This is me being unimpressed with your crappy puns. Your dad humor. But yeah, no, I'm probably gonna go today if I can. Got a couple things I gotta do after the show, and then maybe I'll see what time it is. I got the movie pass stuff, so I want to use it. I wonder if it's playing at the Avalon down the street. I wouldn't mind seeing it there. That's a fun little theater.
That's one of the eating ones, isn't it?
So there's other Avalons, but this is a local one. The Avalon originally was made when movie theaters kind of just started. It closed out here for a long time, and then somebody finally reopened it. And it's a fun little theater. And they got two theaters in there. One's like a shotgun art house one with like brick walls, and the other one looks like you're sitting outside. It has like stars in the sky and shit, like on the ceiling. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Let me see if it's playing there. Because I'm assuming, yeah, it's at the Avalon. 6:30. Huh. Is that so?
I think you'd make that work.
It's a little late, but I kind of want to. I want her to be back before Jen was home, so she wasn't like, you went and saw it without me? Because I'm absolutely going to go see it without her. Her schedule does not allow her to do shit. I like matinees, though, because I can get more movies in with my credits with the matinees.
All right, I need feedback from chat since this is
all right.
This is their figure.
I pulled it up.
What color are we doing the eyes? Because I got the white in there. Which is actually not a white. I used ivory. I don't like the idea of using a bright white for eyes. It just doesn't make any sense.
Bright white for eyes? I can't see what you're wanting us to look at because it's so far away from the camera.
I need to get to the other screen where I can actually see what's.
Okay, there we go.
What
right
color
there.
eyes are we doing?
Ooh, should we do one for each color of the puzzle pieces?
Well, there's only 4 eyes and there's 6 pieces.
Well, then do 4 colors, and one of the green's the tongue, so that's one color piece. The purple is around it, so that's another color piece. Now do the other 4 as the eyes.
Seriously?
Hey, why not?
Chat, chime in, chat.
I think that is the best idea. Because the other pieces, there would be orange, blue, what are the other ones? Yellow, and what else?
Blue, orange, pink, and shit. It's kind of a reddish color, I want to say.
Aw, serving hands. If you could cast one spell on me, what would it be? Healing, because I feel like shit.
As long as you don't smell like it, it's okay.
Aww. I think each one of them would be super cool because it's supposed to look like a piece. And I love chromatic orbs and chromatic spells. I think that the orange, the blue, and those 2 other colors on the back that I can't see where your hands is would be perfect. That's my personal opinion. But you never listen to me, so why start now?
I'm sorry, were you saying something?
Yeah, that's what I thought you would say, you son of a bitch.
What? Huh? What? I heard mumbles in the background. Oh, what? Huh?
But seriously, though, then it would match the trivia pieces. And you could say that the mimic has different eyes from a beholder. Oh my god. A mimic that had beholder abilities? Imagine if Mimic had disintegration, so it could disintegrate the object that was in the room so he can replace it. It just eats the dust up and then sits in that spot. What a genius Mimic plan. I like it already. Note to
I still
self.
like the idea of a bag of holding that's actually a mimic.
We have one. Riddles has one. Or not Riddles. Trickster. Sorry, same person. Trickster has a bag of holding that's a mimic. It's a backpack. And it's in the flaps that would be like on the backpack straps. Reach out and grab things and eat it. And it has an affinity for eating platinum pieces. It's super fun. We actually have art for it too. We found a bag of devouring that's a backpack, and it looks like a mimic. Well, we got about 8 minutes left on the show. If anyone's got some cards they want to drop, feel free to do so.
Yes, please. I haven't laughed much this episode, and it's kind of depressing me.
I know. And then don't forget, you can also pick up your stuff through Ko-Fi as well. And the Ko-Fi, for those who are watching this on YouTube afterwards, the Ko-Fi link is down below as well, where you can pick up Ko-Fi ones. You don't have to be present to win. We just contact you afterwards. It's one of the only raffles I know of where you don't have to be present to win, short of like the lotto. So feel free, you can pick up your tickets below as well if you're interested in picking up this lovely piece. Oops, wrong thing. This here. I even take it to the big camera. I feel like I'm supposed to sing for it. The Halo music should play over top of this. Right? Halo?
No, I didn't pick Halo.
The Halo music should play over it. I'm excited for this piece. It's the biggest one we've done to date. So I'd like as many people as possible because we want to make it...
Oh, no, technically that's not true. It's not the biggest.
You sure?
The DM screen.
We didn't raffle that. We didn't give that away. You just painted that for the fuck of it.
But it was the biggest piece we
did. That's the biggest piece you have done. That doesn't count. We never gave that away. That was just you painted it for the company.
It was auctioned. It was auctioned off for
not us. It was not auctioned through us. You just painted it on the show. It was awesome, but we did not auction it. Aw. That's what she said. God damn it. Oh my god. What is this? Dun 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 dun. Oh. Ha ha. But yeah. So other than that, you got anything fun going on this weekend before we close out today, Riddles?
Not this weekend, but I think next weekend my partner is going off to Colorado.
Okay.
To visit her sister.
Allie's in Colorado right now.
Other than that, I mean, like, the next cool thing that I've got coming up for myself is the first weekend of June is Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Oh, what's that?
So that I get to go see. I already have my tickets to see Jim Lee.
Yeah,
but, I mean, like, there's tons
awesome.
of people that are going to be there. From like Unson Mount's going to be there, Katie Sackhoff, Ryan
Reynolds,
Renner, Jeremy Renner's going to be there. You know, I mean, just like
Renner's going to be there. That man after the snowplow incident. What a G.
Have you not seen the?
I have watched him. I have. I'm just saying, man. Like, what a recovery.
Yeah, Paul Bettany's going to be there. I mean, it's a really, they got a lot of really good.
Hey Riddles. Hey Riddles.
What?
Don't drink your paint water.
Okay, I'll drink my coffee instead. How about that?
Water.
You guys have yet to catch me on that. It's been over a year now, and nobody's gotten me to drink paint water on stream.
Yeah, because you paint every day. When's the last time you accidentally drank your paint water?
All right, yeah, valid. It's been a minute since it's happened. So yeah,
I think when that card's played, we make it a legendary, and you have to drink the paint water.
There's your eyes, Eric.
Yay!
Are you happy? Are you happy?
I mean, admit it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Admit it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It looks great.
I did the thing. That's
it matches the base and everything. It looks great.
Whatever. What? Don't huff and puff at me, young man.
Looks so good, and you just don't want to admit it because I was right. That's exactly what I said. Well then, with that, do we have any last cards anybody wants to play with his smart ass comments?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you heard me. Disco mimic. I'm telling you, a chromatic orb mimic. That's what that is. I'm gonna make a chromatic mimic. You guys are gonna be real mad when it happens during Dragonlance. Actually, you guys won't be mad. The team from Dragonlance will be really mad. The Dragonlance game has been fun. This week was the craziest back-to-back that we had. I thought Tuesday's party was 100% toast. 100% toast. And we only ended up losing. We actually lost nobody, but someone made a decision at the end of the day. So we'll see. Beaker. Anyone got a last card to close us out? Has anyone got something they want to play to try to get themselves an entry for the day? Anybody at all?
It's all right. I understand. I didn't do that good.
Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me.
I'm gonna go eat word.
Ugh. The War Duke is mine, serving hands, is what is in our Discord. That is true. Mime did get a 20 with a glaive to defeat the War Duke. That is true. That is clipped and ready to rock and roll. That will be going out as a short at some point. 100% gonna happen. Well then. Ugh. Not me. Don't die on us, serving hands. Don't die. Don't die.
Crossbody stretching.
Well, with that, Riddles, you got anything you want to say to the audience before we close
out? I don't need all the extra stuff that we do. I just appreciate the fact that we get to do this with these people.
It's fun.
Like,
yeah, it's fun.
You know, so
this is my like de-stressor after our meeting on every other Thursday morning for sure. It's my week distressor. For sure, my week distressor, because, whoo, boy, these weeks coming up, and the ones coming up are even worse. It's just going to be a nightmare. So, yeah, I'm excited. We have some more stuff coming up. I can't wait till Dave can come on. I have so many things. I have a list of questions for Dave.
I can't wait for Dave to come on, and I can't wait for some of these things I have in the background to be revealed.
I know. Elderwood, too. We need to have Elderwood on.
I would love to have Quentin on. Quentin or Betsy or even Greg, you know.
All three. We'll just rotate them. They all do different things at the company, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that. But yeah, so with that, I think that's it for today's show. This is a nice, quiet, clean.
It was a very chill show. I will definitely give it that.
Yeah. So everybody, wave bye to Riddles. Riddles, wave bye to the audience.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. I'm going to go over and do the YouTube-y thingies. Hey, everybody, if you're doing watching paint dry with us on YouTube afterwards, don't forget you can pick up your Ko-Fi tickets down below, even if you couldn't take part in the live show. We know it's Thursday afternoon. It's your chance to get a hold of the lovely, lovely Works of Whimsy piece that Riddles has painted and put together over the course of 15 hours. Get your chance for the LAUGHAL or raffle, whatever word you want to use. You don't have to be present to win, but you do have to respond to us within 48 hours. We have to draw again. Those Ko-Fi tickets are down below. $2 a piece, right, Riddles? $2 a piece. And it helps support the show and keep the lights on and make us paint other really fun stuff. But if you are watching this on YouTube afterwards, there's going to be videos here for you to watch. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something entertaining. And over here, there's going to be a bell for you to click. Make sure you turn it on so you can see our live streams. If you don't do all, you don't know the live streams. Down in the comments below, though, I'd like to know, what would you like to see us paint on the show? Is there something fun? You can't say a house. Well, I mean, actually, I'll tell you what. What would you like us to paint on the show? We have some workarounds. That's it for us this week. We'll be back this coming Monday with Dragonlance, and same with Tuesday. Things have gotten wild if you've missed those episodes. Thank you so much for joining us, for watching Paint Dry. Riddles, I'm going to play this lovely video to close us out for this great, great piece. Nope, not that again.
It's not that cool a video.
Yeah, right. Thank you for watching Paint Dry, everyone. We will be back next Thursday. We have 2 episodes left for the month. 1 episode left for the month. Get your chance to get in for the LAUGHAL and win this lovely piece on screen. A book nook for all those book nookie needs.